Today we're going to talk about the upcoming boxing drama In Full Bloom, so let's get started. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. I love to watch movies. If you guys love to watch movies too, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. In post-war Tokyo, undefeated Japanese champion trains for his upcoming bout against the American challenger. Pitted amongst political tensions, the fighter's parallel journeys will test the very limits of human spirits. This film debuted at some festivals last year, and it's looking to hit some different markets very soon. That might be a streaming service or in theaters if theaters ever come back. But I was lucky enough to get a screener and actually interview the director and some of the cast and producers with the film and attend an online press junket. With this film not being released just yet, I wanted to talk about it so people maybe have it on their radar, because this is a really beautiful looking film. If you guys don't know too much about me, I absolutely love boxing movies. When they asked me if I want to check out this film and they had the word boxing in, I was like, yep, I'm going to see it. I want to check it out because I absolutely love boxing films. The underdog story, the training montages, the fight at the end, I'm all for. And In Full Bloom has all of that, but it's filmed absolutely beautiful. There is some really good cinematography in here of the snowy mountains where our Japanese champion, who is undefeated, goes to train in the winter time, and the scenery, the snow, it all is beautiful. And then we have Clint Sullivan, who is the American boxer, who has some losses on his record, and he's training as well. With the training for our two contenders, we also do get a sweeping score that is just magnificent. I haven't heard a score for a boxing film so good in a long time. The title sequence and the training montages, they're all filled with not like your catchy pop music that fills your average boxing movies, but it's filled with a beautiful score that I could easily sit and listen to all day long. There are times where our two contenders are feeling the pressure of their upcoming fight. There is some political aspect to it. It's in a post-war setting, but Clint is dealing with the pressure of this fight since he has some losses on his record, and then our Japanese champion is undefeated, but he's also dealing with that pressure as well. I think the film captures those moments and what our two contenders are dealing with and behind the scenes of the boxing match leading up to our final battle at the end, which is about like the last 20 minutes of the movie. Now, this movie is only an hour and 22 minutes long, so it's not a lengthy film, but does spend enough time with each character to understand their position with this fight and the political aspect with it and the pressure that they're feeling and how people want them to kind of throw the fight as well, and they don't want that to happen. If you're expecting a movie like Rocky or Creed or Warrior, those fighting movies, you're not going to get that. This is a slower film that's filled with great cinematography, a good score, a lot of character growth throughout the movie. It's not a big blockbuster kind of film, and I'm okay with that because I thoroughly did enjoy the movie. Now, towards the end of the film, one scene I was really looking forward to is that end boxing match. And the film did have a lot of hype for that boxing match. A lot of build-up with the characters, situations that they're in, the score, the pressure that they're feeling. I was really looking forward to that end moment. And I will say I was a little bit let down with how they filmed the last scenes of the movie. The boxing match between the two is filmed very well. It's intense, they're fighting, and it's brutal. It captures it without a lot of editing, and I really did like those moments. But the directors chose to have the surrounding area to be dark and black so you couldn't see the crowd. And I thought that took away from the atmosphere that boxing matches take place in. The crowd hyping up the contenders, the loud noises. I'm all for it. I really enjoy the environment of a boxing match. And unfortunately, it took all that away from the end scene. The boxing match itself was intense and filmed very well, but the overall atmosphere and environment was really lacking with the last scene of the movie. And the film ended abruptly without giving any really satisfying moment. So the end is probably the weakest part of the movie for me and the most disappointing, but everything leading up to that was filmed very well. I love the scenery, I love the training sequences and the character growth. The score was beautiful. There's a lot of good things about this movie. It is slow. Don't expect Rocky by any means. It's not that kind of film. But if you enjoy boxing movies for what they are and watching people train and the pressure of upcoming fights, I think you will enjoy In Full Bloom. It does bounce back and forth between English and Japanese as well, so there is subtitles. But it's a very diverse film, and watching these two boxers from different parts of the world come together for a fight, I thought it was a really enjoyable film. I'm going to go ahead and give In Full Bloom a B-. Stay tuned for some news surrounding this film on when it will be released, if it's streaming services, VOD, whatever. Stay tuned for more news on the film. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.